Hello everyone, it's Pam here with Tattered Paper and Lace, and I welcome you back to my channel. And today we're going to get right into doing the Margarete Miller challenge, and we are on week 20. So let's see what we need. We need an image that features a face, a list, a piece of currency or play money, brown paper, a tea bag cover, and the bonus is stripes. So as you see, I've got all my stuff laying here, and let's commence. Okay, so I'm using this as my background right here. I think I have it cut the right size, but I may not. But we'll just put it in, and I can trim it down again if I need to a little bit. Hopefully I won't have to. This is going to be my background. This is from a scrapbooking paper. A list. I'm going to make a list inside this window. You'll see what that's all about in a minute. A piece of currency or play money. I have this play money. That is a quarter. And I'm going to be using that. I'll lay that over here. Brown paper. I have these two little pieces of brown paper, which, do I have anything like, because it's kind of, it's really, here, maybe this. Okay, so see, it's very lightly brown. And that is a tea bag, part of a tea bag. I'll show you what I'm going to use that for in a minute. Let's see, that's the brown paper. Then we have a tea bag cover. I have this right here, Taylor's Apple and Cinnamon. And the bonus is stripes. So I have stripes on the roof of this building right here. So this is what we're doing, and I've been debating on whether I wanted to make this look more like cloud back here. I don't think I want to. I think I would just want it to be. This doesn't have a whole lot of elements, but it covers all of the prompts. So what I'm going to do is, this is going to be my background. And then this is going to go right here. And then as my image that features a face is, I have this image. And this is the sister of the main character in Frozen. These are the girls. And this is the Frozen girl, and this is the sister. So I'm using the sister. Her coloring went with this well. So that's why I'm going to use her. This, as well as this, is from a square, the cube tissue box. A friend of mine gave that to me. Thought I might use it in my crafting, and this is the first time I have found a way to use it. So she's going to go there. And then a piece of currency or play money. I'm going to be slitting her hand right here and her thumb, and she's going to be holding this quarter. So then I'm going to tear this in such a way that I can make that and this be smoke coming out of these smokestacks up here. And that is my collage. So the first thing I'm going to do is do the smoke. So I'm just going to tear this bit down the middle. It's a little too wide, and I need it into two pieces. So I've got to do this first because I won't be able to do it after I have put my background down. And let me just say, this one was hard. It was really hard to come up with something. I'm again, you know, earlier in the year, I had a little hard time getting some things figured out, and that seems to be the case again. And I just don't like not being able to figure it out. So I'm going to do this one this way. And I'm going to glue them to the back and then trim around the smokestack so that it looks like just that's coming out of the smokestack. And I'm hoping that that will look like the wind is blowing this way a little bit because her hair is blowing that way. So I'm going to try to make this smoke look like it's going that way a little bit with the way it is torn, like this one right here. So we'll see how that works. All right, so let's put this on. Let's put the smoke on. And I had debated, and there's something else I had debated as well. And that is, this background is very brightly colored. See, that's gonna look good. It's gonna look right, I think. And she is very brightly colored. And I thought they were too much the same, so I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do to minimize that. And my original thought was that I would cover this background like I did on the December Ember project. That was the Kanzuki houses. This is the same scrapbooking paper. I didn't like the brightness of this pink for this, and I covered this in the white part of napkins when you tear them apart to decoupage the decorative part. I used the white, just the plain white, to cover this and make it a little bit less bright, because this is the same house. Well, it's not exactly the same house, but you can see how that made that be a lot more pale. I decided I didn't want to do that though, so I am leaving it like this, and then we'll deal with whatever we have after that. So I just decided I did not want to do that process. I could have done it. I could have done it with what am I thinking? With so I need to kind of tear this off, like so that it looks like it's kind of blowing that way. Maybe, you know, it's a collage. I'm gonna do my little scissors right here. I decided not to do that because I don't like to do messy, and that sometimes becomes messy, and I just didn't feel like doing messy. So I'm not going to do that. I've got something else in mind that I think will work once I get it all together, if I think I need it. I may not think I need it. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so there's that little bit of smoke. And then this one's got to go this way. I'm going to go ahead and cut it down just a little bit. So again, I'm just having a trouble. I don't know what it is. I'll go along and, you know, it's just all clicking, and everything is just clicking right away on what I want to do and how I want to do it, and, you know, what I can find, if I can find all the images I need or want. And sometimes it just does not go that way. Okay, that's going to look like I thought it would. Which I thought would look pretty cool. So that's my brown paper. That piece. We'll get it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down because I'm not putting anything under this. I decided to leave just the background as it is and not try to do, you know, sky or clouds or anything like that. I just decided I didn't want to. And I think it'll do fine, just like this. And so I cut this out. This was a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbooking paper. And I just cut out the houses. And this is only the second time I've ever used this scrapbooking paper. The first time was in December. And then I'm using it for this. Because I have lots of scrapbooking paper, but I do not scrapbook any longer. I used to scrapbook, and I have lots of scrapbooks that I have done. But I just don't scrapbook anymore. I don't know. I just don't have any reason to, I guess. I went to digital scrapbooking. This is not working well. Let's try that again. I went to digital scrapbooking in 15, I guess. Well, no, earlier than that, maybe 2010, maybe. In any case, I went to digital scrapbooking and was just doing, you know, through Shutterfly or some other service like that. Just doing little 8.5 by 8.5 little. Okay, this works. It doesn't have to come all the way down to the bottom because this is going to go all the way to the bottom, so we're good. Okay, so I probably need to put a little bit more glue on here. I've got a little outline here of where that goes now. So I know you probably can't see what I'm doing. So I have lots of scrapbooking paper, and I don't scrapbook, but I have lots because I did it a long time ago. Started scrapbooking in '94, and like I said, I went digital. I think it was 2010 or so, thereabout. Might have been a little later than that. Or might have been a little earlier than that even. I don't really know. Don't remember. Just know that I don't do it now. I like it still, but I'm doing other things like this instead. And since I don't have any children, it was just things that, you know, my family or my siblings, my parents, you know, my husband and I. So it, you know, after a while, they all start looking alike. I did like the process though. Okay, so there's my smoke stacks. And that one needed to be moved over. I can just kind of scooch it over a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we've got that down. Now, I think, because this is not paper, this is plasticky sort of. So I think I'm going to use double-sided tape for this. I think it will stick with the glue, the art glitter glue. I think it'll stick just fine, but I'm not sure that it will. So we're going to do it with this just in case. That way I'll know for sure that it will do what it is supposed to do and stay down like it is supposed to do. So I hope everyone is doing well. I know everybody says that. Everybody says, I hope everyone is doing well. Well, we have no idea what you're doing or if you're doing well, but we hope you are. And I just think that's kind of funny every time I say it or hear somebody else say it. I just think it's kind of funny. But, you know, when you're talking to yourself and you know you have an audience that's listening, even though you're basically talking to yourself, You got to come up with something to say. So we're going to get this down just like this. And then I'm going to put a little piece in the middle of this. So anyway, like I was saying, so I am filming this one a week early. This is actually Monday, and today, week 19 came out. This is May 6th, I think. So week 19 of mine just came out today, and a lot of people are doing them on Sunday, but there are a few that are doing them on today, Monday. And I try to film all of mine early because I try to get them done early. Excuse me. So one of the people that does theirs on Monday, that if you are not watching, she's from the UK, and she's quite funny. And her name is Belle, and she is with Belle's Creations, I think. And if you've not checked her out, she's funny, and she is working on index cards, 3x5 index cards, and doing a fabulous job of it as well. So we have that down. Now, before I put this down, I need to cut out her hand a little bit. So I'm going to do that. And they didn't do, the artwork is not very good on defining her fingers there. I am not sure. She's got her index fingers and her other fingers wrapped around the lapel of her coat, it appears, because it looks like she's cold. And they didn't define the fingers. I don't know if I'm going to do anything about that, but I'm going to make this look more like she's holding this coin instead of gathering her coat in, or instead of the lapel of her coat. That's not good. I just cut that in the wrong place. Let's see if I can make that still work. Okay, let's see if I can do that. This is cardboard because it is the tissue box cover, and I didn't take layers out or anything. Okay, I think that might work. I don't like the way her hand looks, so I thought about using some color pencil and going in and putting a little more definition to her hand. But I'm going to put her quarter in here, just like that. Oops. Yeah. And hopefully you can see that and make it look like she is holding this quarter. I have a story. You know I like my stories. So I have a story. And this is easy. Easy peasy. Well, quick and easy. Once I got it figured out, it's quick and easy. Not quick and easy. Not quick and easy to get something figured out. I usually, when I have a hard time, when I get it done, I usually like it pretty well. Some more than others. And I just want to cut off this little bit of excess that's right along here. Like that. Because this scrapbooking paper obviously wasn't quite cut straight or small enough. It goes up here. Oh me. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and glue in the coin and get that in place. This is also a little cardboard piece. It also came with currency, but the the coloring of the currency is really not very good. It's very, 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 very green. And I know money is green, but it's not that green. It's not as green as they are making it. But you don't want it to look like counterfeit either, I guess. I think I'm going to take my little pen here and maybe draw around her hand. It doesn't want to show up very much. Oops, I got some junk on my scissors. Let me cut off that little tip right there, which I don't think looks right. I don't know how that's gonna do. But anyway, there it is. And I think, like I said, I'm going to go around this. Go around her fingers a little bit. So I don't like the fact that you can't really see them very well. So I'm going to do it around here too. And here. So, and with a pencil, I'm not going to do it with the pen yet because I'm not sure I can make it look right, I'm going to kind of define her fingers a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There they all are. Because I just don't like the way that looks. Yeah, I think that'll work. So I'm going to do that with this as well. There. Does that look funny? It looks a little better, I think. Okay, then we're going to get her down. I don't have much to say today. It's a pretty day. We're going out of town at the end of the week. We're going to Franklin, North Carolina, to a concert, which is not until Monday night. So we're going a little early and just kind of see the sights around the town. Because we're going to stay overnight several days. And I might do some thrifting and some antiquing and maybe find some wonderful treasures. We'll see. I'll tell you my story in just a minute. Get that down. Oops, let me put this back on. I need a little one for that. And this, I could have done the 2 girls, but I decided that I just wanted her because her coloring went with everything else so well. I just wanted her. I had a long, hard think about that before I made that decision. And I had a long, hard think about whether or not to dull down this background. And I just decided not to. And I know that you might like to see my process of picking things out, but it really takes me so long to find everything, and so I just thought it would be better. It's better, I think, to just do it this way. Okay, so now in here, I'll tell you my story now. Well, maybe not yet. So in here is where I'm making my list. And I'm using this very fine tip pen, and it's going to say today, and I'm going to make a list. So we have tea, and coffee, and what else can I get in there, because that's not very much space. Muffins, scones. Let's see, S-C-O-N-E-S, I think is how you spell scones. And we'll do cakes. And cookies. Okay. That is the list. And if I think of other things, I could add other things. But this is the story. She is looking, she's cold, and she's looking for something warm. So here is a coffee house, and or that sort of place, and she is looking to see what they have, and she only has 25 cents, so she's not gonna get much, but she's hoping maybe she'll get something for 25 cents, and because she looks a little desperate. So that's one of the reasons I didn't want a bright blue sky, because it's supposed to be looks like a cold day to me. So that's the story. She's out on the street. She's cold. She's dreaming of apple cinnamon tea. She only has 25 cents. She's looking to see what this coffee shop this coffee house has, and if she thinks that she can I'm going to add some little scribbles here for a couple of other things. Okay, so what we have, an image that features a face, and I forgot what her name is. If you know what this in the movies Frozen, what her name is, let me know, because I can't remember what either one of them's name is, and I didn't go back to check. I'm looking for my black Stabilo pencil. That's not black, because I'm gonna go around her, I think. Here it is. Yep, here it is. Okay, oops. Here is my black Stabilo. I think I'm gonna go around her, but let's go over the prompts first. An image that features a face is her. A list is in the window of this coffee house. A piece of currency or play money. She only has 25 cents. The brown paper is coming out of the smokestacks. Tea bag cover is Taylor's Apple and Cinnamon. And the stripes is in the roof of this building right here. You can see that it is striped. And that also could be lines. I'm calling it stripes. And I guess I could color it, like every other one, a different color, like have black and white stripes, but we're just calling that stripes. And I want to use this, which I don't use this very often. I think I just mentioned about this in my last, but I'm gonna, I need to sharpen it. Hold on. I got me a sharpener right here. And I'm going to sharpen this real quick because I want it to not be too thick. And I don't want it, because this is cardboard, so I want it to get close to the line. So we're going to sharpen this on this right here. There we go. That's a good pencil sharpener. I don't know where that came from, but it's a good one. Nice and sharp. Okay, so now I can make this line as thick or as not as I want. But I'm going to go around her and make her stand out a little bit more. shut this down because I opted not to dull down the background. And I want her to stand out a little bit more. She looks a little distressed. I don't know if that's because she's cold or because she only has 25 cents. It's probably caused both. But anyway, I hope you like this collage. It was fun. I think it's fun now that I've got it, you know, I have it figured out. But it was a challenge. And I'll tell you, this is the largest, this book is the largest. I've been doing these collages with Margarete Miller for some time now. When she had her Facebook group, I did it with the Facebook group. And there we go. I'm going to do some streaks in here for her hair. I noticed that Susan Gazaway, when she uses a Stabilo, she does it on the inside of the image some too, and I really like that, so I'm going to do that as well. And just define some of the other things about her. Yeah, that looks good. All right, let's see how this does with water, which is generally what you're supposed to do with it. Don't have to, but I want her to stand out. So I'm going to do it with water. It'll thicken the lines just a little bit, darken the lines just a little bit maybe. Don't know if this will stay on this image. It's a little bit glossy. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking that okay. I don't know how it's going to do. Just have to let it dry really good before I close the page, I guess. I forgot what I was saying before I started on this little rant. Quite so dramatic on her hair, so I'm going to lift that off a little bit. There we go. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I just let that dry good. Clean my little brush off. I keep water in this all the time, and I store it upside down. Well, do I store it? No. Yeah, I do. It looks like I have it upside down and have another one in there with water in it. So that it doesn't, in case it wants to leak out, it doesn't. And I just keep water in it. Okay, there we are. Now I have these little pieces left over. This is what I'm going to do over here. This is where I cut off some from somewhere, the bottom of this or something. I think it was the bottom of this. And then I had some windows that got cut off. So I thought I would just use them on this side, which is what I like to do oftentimes. Alrighty, I think that's it. Let me know what you think. I'm sorry I wasn't very talkative today, but really didn't have a whole lot to say. Sometimes it's that way. So let's get this little bit down over here. Make sure I'm putting it down at the right place. Yes, it goes on the bottom. Put it over this way just a little bit. And I'm just going to add these pieces to it. Guess I'll do it with this one since it's open. Okay, that is week 20 done. And I'm going to cut this down just a little bit more. And this down just a little bit more. So I'm just going to put these little windows over here. Just like that. So I have several cube tissue box pieces, because I have a friend that she thinks I want everything that has to do with paper, which is almost true. So she gives them when she has one that she thinks cute. She gives that to me. I don't think she gave this one to me. I don't really know where this one came from. This one here. But I almost got rid of it because I've been cleaning house and getting rid of some things that I just don't use very often or don't know that I will ever use. And I almost got rid of this. And then it hit me. And I thought, oh, wait, I need to do that with it. And I love it. I love how this turned out. And I think it is cute. And I'm glad I didn't dull this down. But there we are. And that's everything. That's all I've got for you today. I appreciate you coming along. Let me know what you think. Did you think it's a good idea? Did I use brown paper as my smoke? It's not very brown, but it is browner than the background. So there you go. Let me know what you think about this collage. Oh, I know what I was telling you. I was telling you that this is the largest book that I have been doing, and my collages in this compared to smaller versions is very, very different. So I don't know if I don't know why particularly, except that I can use larger images. And that's a little bit different thinking than if you're using small images, because I started out with the Margarete Millers. She was doing this on her Facebook group back in 2017. And I used 3x5 Rolodex cards. So I have over 100 Rolodex cards that are collaged that were these prompts as well. I didn't do it. I did all of 17, but then 18, 19, and 20, I just did bits and pieces, and I didn't do the whole thing. Well, in 2023 and 2022, I didn't do it in 2021, unless I did a card or two. I might have, I don't remember. But I did a 4x4 book, and then a 6x6 book, and now this is what, a 6.5x9, I think. And these collages are all very different than any of the other collages I have done. I've used more vibrant colors. I've used more magazine images. And I find it very interesting how different these collages on this size page looks compared to the other two smaller books and the Rolodex cards that I've done. So I don't know. I guess I didn't expect that, but to use up this space, I have to use larger things, and I can use more magazine images. So anyway, I actually like doing smaller collages better. So if I do this again next year, I might go back to the Rolodex cards, 3x5 Rolodex cards. So we'll see. It's a different, you got to think differently depending on the size of your substrate. Anyway, that was just my little thing. So appreciate you coming along. Thank you for all of those who have subscribed and follow me on my channel. And also, if you haven't subscribed, but you like what you see and would like to see other videos as they come out from me, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And if you liked this video, hit the like button. All of those things are part of the algorithm for YouTube. So again, I appreciate you coming along. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.